Okay. Here we go again. The last time I was on, I didn't know that I had no sound, so you could not hear what the Lord wanted me to tell you. This is about your future wealth. You need to listen. God keep coming to me in my sleep, speaking to me about your future wealth. You're going to one day come back and look at the same video and you're going to say, Lord, thank you that I listened. Some of you are going to come back and say, Lord, I wish I would have listened. Now, let me tell you what I've been seeing. And I'm going to plug my phone up because I don't want it to die on me, okay? Because this time you're going to hear everything. I'm going to hope and pray that it stay. I plugged it in right. But this is talking about your future wealth. What I keep seeing is that at first he showed me on 3 different occasions. He first showed me the farmer. The farmer told me, come see. I followed the farmer, and the farmer took me to a field. In the field, I thought he was going to show me crops. But in the field, it was so much money, I couldn't fathom with my mind. It was so much money. The money was sown, and you thought that it was crops, seeds was sown, but it was money that was sown. And when it birthed forth it and sprouted up, it was so much money. It's just so much money. I said, okay, Lord. The second time he came, I saw, he keeps showing me people with these it's like high status people. Very fine suits. And this dream I saw, I gotta take you somewhere. Please listen. This time I saw the man walked up to me again. He said, I have yours. It was nothing. I can't, oh my God. He kneeled down before me in a fine suit. He had a suitcase. And in this suitcase, these are different times I've dreamt. In the suitcase, it was so much money. And I looked, and it was different streams. But he kneeled down before me, and he opened up the suitcase, and it was so much money. And this money turned into like a river. You know, like the river pours into the ocean pours into the sea. I have it going. It was so much money. It started filling up the stream. It was such an overflow of it. I waking out of that dream. Then he came to me, and I began to see again. And I'm like, it's money on top of money. Please hear this. You may say to yourself, how is all this going to happen? This is how it's going to happen. He is going to give you creative ideas. Hear wisdom. He's going to give you creative ideas. I see it plain as daylight. It's just like in my dream, this is another dream. Now, mind you now, the foundation is the word of the living God. But however God chooses to speak, listen. In another dream he showed me, it was 2, again, high status, wealthy men. And these men were the one that was taking the vision to a universe that God had gave me. Y'all got to listen to this, babies. Just like God showed it to me, just like it happened. I swore it happened just like he showed it to me. Then he brought me, this part right here is reality now. That's not just a dream now. This is reality now. That part there is really, really, really reality. That is happening right now. That's when he came and showed me my dream that these two high status men that came to me because God had gave me a creative idea, a vision. He came to me with a book. He wrote the book. And the book is called What Make Christian Hypocritical, but it's such an inspirational book, y'all. It's just, oh my God, it's crazy. But he showed me in my dream that these two men that was very high status again, and they took the idea, the vision, the dream, the book that God had gave me, and took it all the way to the top, to one of the most, oh God, to one of the most greatest publishers in the world. This is amazing to me what I'm trying to tell you all. So it's universal. Now I'm almost at the last stage. I'm like, Lord, he said, listen, Bridget. He said, listen up. He said, take a short period of time to build a doll house versus a mansion. In other words, there are some things that they're so huge, it took time for it to happen. He said, now you tell the people, I said this. I'm in my mind, I'm like, okay, Lord. He said, no sin will outweigh my glory. Well, immediately I'm thinking like people doing wrong, everybody falls short of the glory of God. Everybody. That's why you're going to learn so much in that book, because it's breaking down the soul, the spirit, and all this. Oh my God. Hold that thought. If I get it, y'all call it back to me. And it's like, he said, Bridget, he said, oh my God, please somebody type in, because I be forgetting, so much be coming to me. Hold on, let me write it down. Sin, glory. Okay, glory, okay, I gotta write it down. Okay, but he said to me, he said, listen up, you tell the people, I said, fear paralyzes. I was like, okay. He said, oh my God, I gotta write it down. Fear paralyzes, okay, he said, fear is a force that people sets in motion. He said, so many people think that the world is flat. He said, but the world is round. He said, that's why, he said, that's why what goes around come around. Oh my God. He said to me, he said, now, oh my God, I'm trying to get it all to you. He said, fear paralyzes people. He said, he says a force that they set in motion. And it paralyzed them, and they can't move. And he said, fear is what people could see, like what you hear, what you see, what you hear, what you think, what you say, what your hand. He said, fear is something you can see. That's why it's called false evidence that appears real. I said, oh my God. He said, but you tell them from me, faith has no feelings. That's okay. Faith is unknown. He said, but you tell them the power of faith is so much greater than the power of fear. Y'all got to hear this. The power of faith is so much greater than the power of fear. He said, tell them, I said, set their faith in motion. It's a greater force that's going to bring back every promise that God spoke in your life. I said, okay, God. He said, you tell them from me, I said, just like Jacob didn't even have, read your Bible, Jacob did not have an empire at that time, a business at that time, a firm at that time. He didn't have any of that. But he told God these words. He made a promise. He said, Jehovah God, he said, if you bless my company, didn't even have it yet. You see, you know who you are because you wears who teacher, not because you figure out that quote scriptures and look at it. No, you wears it. That's what you're a teacher. You wear a teaching anointing. Whatever you are, whoever you are, you wear. That's that anointing. That's your gift. That's your gift. God said your gift make room for you. Your gift will cause you. Your gift will cause you to walk in wealth. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! So Jacob told God, without him even ever starting this company, he said, "If you bless my company, God, I promise you, I'll give you 10%." God honored the boy's word. That's why it is real. Read your Bible, read your Bible. When the Bible said, before you can put the seed in the ground, he said, I promise you, you will see the harvest even before you put the seed in the ground. See, because God knows motives. God knows intentions. God knows hearts. God knows when you're real. God knows when it's true. He knows it. What happened? Jacob became one of the richest boy in the country. He took heed. He listened. He paid attention. God is talking about your future wealth. That you're going to be able to leave an inheritance for your children. And your children. Stop being foolish about who God is talking to. God loves you so much, he will use a donkey. He will use, you name it. You got an animal in mind? Name it. This donkey told Balaam, Balaam, let me tell you something. You make one move, you're a dead boy because you're trying to mess with God's people. God saved the man's life by talking through a donkey. Stop being so crazy about who God using. He used who he want to use. No human being is perfect. Look at Jesus. Jesus was called every name but a child of God. Jesus was called a devil. He was called Beelzebub. He was called demons. He was called adulterous. The man was called all kind of name, but the man knew his calling was to bring change. And it brought change. Change has come to you. 2021 is a year of such miraculous, such supernatural, miraculous things happening in your life. Pay attention. Please take heed. Study your calling, study your gift, study what God gave you, study it. Then move out upon it. His hands is resting on it just like this. It's season. It's season. Remember, you always hear me say, he may seem like a last minute God, but he's on time God. He's all you got, everything you need. But he's always on time. This is for the year 2021. Please. These ideas are created. He's giving them to you. Don't let fear paralyze you. And don't eat your seeds. Honor God first. Don't take the wealth and go try to buy a motorcycle, tennis shoes. That's going to come. That's going to come. But it's going to come out the money that you're not going to miss. If you obey God, you will see the prophecy come to pass. Because it is true. I'm experiencing it right now. Oh my God, it's true. It is so true. I'm gonna let you go, but I had to obey. I had to obey. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Stop. Take a moment. I'm going to say it again. God said, the trouble you endured, the trauma, all the stuff that you went through in life, God said, my glory is going to be so great. It's going to outweigh everything you thought you encountered. And the only way you will remember it is through by testimony. Testify. Only when he tell you to testify. That's why he said, let the Redeemer of the Lord say so to me. God ever been good to you? How you gonna hold that? You can't. I gotta let you go for real. God did something supernatural. This, and made it happen already. Trust him. I love you from my heart. God love you more. I gotta go. But I had to be obedient. God loves you.